One thing I'm hearing you say is that, first of all, understanding what these different um, psychological or neurological disorders are, like
Mhm.
what that means and what the terms are, and that I think we will put these together, by the way, on the DEI Friday website, right? So you'll have these as well. So we'll have those kind of terms there, and then what I'm hearing from you is that if this is, part of this is about executive functioning, right? And part of this, I would say, is also about, people learning how to learn, right, for their specific style. Because all of us faculty and staff, we know this, right? We know, oh, some people are visual learners, some people like auditory. We hear those things, right? But I don't think I can speak for myself that I didn't really understand what that meant, right? I think I understood my own style of learning, and I think I'm definitely a visual learner. I knew that part myself, but I didn't know the possibilities, right, for types of learning. And so I think the step first before thinking about how to accommodate students is also like, what are the different styles of learning? What are things that work and don't work for students? And how can we be mindful when we're putting our courses together? So one is thinking about universal design for learning. I'll put some information about in the chat. And those are being really sensitive to this variety of styles and creating your course in a way that makes it accessible to people, right? Everything from not being able to read your text very well to, audio visual so there are various things for like the design of the course. But the last thing I want to say is, Kristina, what stood out to me is when you said, you explained to your professors, right? You told them, hey,
Mhm.
this is what I need. I may like go and stand up in the back. Is that okay? Right. And
Right.
I've had students come and talk to me about that and many different things that they need or what they want and or that will help them. And I think one of the reasons they come to me is because in the syllabus and in the pre-class survey that I have students fill out, I ask specifically, what can I do? What should I know or what can I do to support you in this class? Like, help me
Right.
support you. And I think that question, I used to have a question, is there anything else you want to let me know? Or tell me anything about your learning style. I put those questions, but sometimes students would say, I don't even know what you mean by my learning style.
Right.
So I think like in one concrete suggestion for me, at least, and other people who have taught, please chime in the chat or unmute yourselves. It's really about having students realize that you want to support them. And so knowing that, I think, is part of building that connection with students so that they are able to, with you, figure it out. There's also, of course, our
Mhm.
Office of Disability Services, and they help our students a lot in certain ways to be able to advocate for themselves. But I think our role as faculty is to make it very clear that we care about their learning and that we are ready to adapt, right? So go ahead, Kristina, please.
No, one of the things I put the references, and I think it's a Clouder article that's neurodiversity in higher education. There's a lot of folks who, students, young people who are absolutely horrified to come out as neurodiverse because they're afraid of the stigma. Oh, you have autism, therefore you can't do this. Or, oh, you have dyslexia. Well, this is going to be too hard for you. But with those adjustments, if they're able to speak up for themselves and feel like it's a supportive environment, which it sounds like you guys are trying to make, then making those disclosures isn't as scary. And I don't know if that's something you could do in a syllabus or if it's, part of the whole culture is like, we all learn differently and it's okay.